Hi, everybody. I'm Riley,
And I'm Ronnie.
and we make up the Plan to Eat support and marketing teams. If you're attending this webinar, we hope that you already know that the information we're going to cover here today will be just a basic overview of how to get started using Plan to Eat. We'll be covering the basics of using the app and the website, but primarily we're going to focus on the app today. If you have any questions, in the email that we sent you with the link for this video, you'll also find a link for a help article that includes our frequently asked questions. This is going to be a great place to go and look to see if the answer to your question is there. But if you don't see that listed, you can email us your questions at help@planteat.com. Ronnie or I will get back to you, and we'd love to assist you. So if you don't see your question answered, just reach out. We're here to help.
So we like to start with a small intro to the program. Plan to Eat is a DIY meal planner and grocery list generator. Your account is composed of all of your own recipes that you gather from around the web and from your own collection. And then you can create your own meal plans based off of these recipes, and the program generates a shopping list for you. Plan to Eat was originally started by a father and developer who saw his wife struggling with the question of what's for dinner every night. So he created the program to meet the needs of her and of his family, and it has slowly evolved into what it is today. So the Plan to Eat website was originally launched in 2009, and then in 2018, we launched the accompanying mobile app. So now we're going to share our screen with you. We are going to start with a demo of how to use the Plan to Eat app, and then we'll show you a few things on the website towards the end. With the app becoming so much more popular, we kind of wanted to focus fully on doing the app here with this demo. So normally when you start with a brand new account, you have no recipes in the account, but for the sake of this demo, we added a few recipes here. So you can just get started adding recipes right after you log into your account. The easiest way to add recipes to your account is with our Share extension clipper. So when you go to a recipe that you'd like to add to your account, you'll use the Share button there at the bottom. And then you'll swipe over to find the Plan to Eat app in the actions there. And it'll take a couple seconds for the recipe to import, but then once you have the recipe imported, you'll see that there's all of the recipe data right in there. And right now the recipe is just a draft. So you wanna make sure that you tap that save button in the upper right corner to be able to fully save that recipe into your account. Once you have recipes in your account, you can make any basic edits that you need to make to the recipe. You will just open the recipe and then tap on the three-dot menu to enter into the edit recipe modal, in which case you'll see the recipe looking very much like it did when it was just a draft. And you have all the recipe data there that's raw so that you can adjust anything that you need to adjust, and then make sure you tap that save button when you're done making any of those edits. So once you have recipes in your recipe book, you can start making a meal plan. You can start planning from your recipe book, or you can go from the planner. We're going to show you the planner, so you want to make sure you tap on the plan tab at the bottom. And when you go to add recipes to a specific date, you'll want to tap on the date number over there on the left, and you'll see the option to plan a recipe in that menu that pops up. You select the recipe that you want to choose a meal time, and then press add to see it come up on your planner. So you can add as many recipes as you want to your days and to different meal times. And you'll see that when you add recipes to different meal times that they're differentiated by different colors there in the planner. You can also add notes and individual ingredients to the planner. Once again, you just tap on the date, and in the menu options, you'll see the option to plan a note or ingredient. Ingredients are not only added to the planner, but also added to the shopping list. So this is great for things that you need to remember to buy as well. But adding a note simply adds that note to the planner. And so they're often used as just reminders for maybe dinner at somebody else's house or going out to eat. And if you want to change the serving size of recipes that are in your planner, you can tap on the recipe, and then you'll select Edit Plan Servings from the menu. This will show you the current serving size for the recipe that's in the planner, and then you can adjust it accordingly to fit your needs, and you'll see that the recipe ingredients update. Changing the serving sizes from recipes in the planner only changes the serving size for that one instance of the recipe in the planner. So this is great for times when you need extra guests or maybe need to minimize the amount that a recipe makes. And then the recipe ingredients will automatically update on your shopping list when you make that update to the scale. So once you have recipes Added to your planner, you can then generate your shopping list. So you'll tap on the shop tab, and the first thing you want to check is the date range. Your shopping list is populated from the items and ingredients on your planner based on a specific date range. So there's the predefined date ranges up at the top that you can choose from. Or if you'd like to choose a custom date range, you'll double tap on the starting date and then single tap on the end date for your date range. Then when you press the save button, you'll see up at the top that you have that custom date range. So many times when you're shopping for more than one recipe, you'll have duplicate items in your shopping list that aren't automatically merging. Shopping list items in Plan to Eat automatically merge as long as the title and the units match. So if you'd like to merge your duplicate items, you can just tap on the pencil icon next to one of the items to edit the name or the units so that it matches something else, and then you'll see that they merge automatically once you make those changes. Then if you have items that you'd like to shop for that aren't included in planned recipes, such as soap or paper towels or oatmeal, these items can be added manually by tapping that Add New Item button at the bottom. And then you can add in your items, press the Save button, or press Return on your keyboard to add multiple items back to back. We also have a feature called the Staples List, which is a list of a bunch of frequently added items that can be added to your list in bulk. You'll tap on the shopping list header at the top to access your Staples List. And then you'll just simply use the checkboxes on the left of each item to select them, and then you can add in bulk to your shopping list. Now you'll see those items are added to our shopping list, and we can go shopping. Our shopping list on the app is designed to take with you to the grocery store and can be used while you shop. So you can simply tap on the items as you add them to your cart, and you'll see them get crossed off of your list. Your phone also has the option for haptics. You'll feel a slight vibration in your phone when you tap an item off. We also have a few other options for crossing off items on your list if you don't like to see them crossed off. You can tap the 3-dot menu in the upper right, and you'll see Show Purchased Items. If you toggle that to off, when you go back to your list, you'll see that the items that you're crossing off are just being removed from your list rather than being crossed off and clogging up your list. You can also consolidate your purchased items, which means that your purchased items are still crossed off on your list, but they get consolidated at the bottom. This is great for double checking your shopping list to make sure that you didn't miss anything that you have tapped off of your list. Also, from that 3-dot menu on the shopping list, you can see that you have a few other settings, such as editing your shopping categories, editing your stores, and converting your list into metric units. Any changes that you make while you're offline on the app or on the website will automatically sync to your app when you enter back into Wi-Fi. But if you notice some of your changes haven't saved, you can force a sync on your app. You can do this by tapping that upper left menu item icon, also known as the hamburger menu. And then at the bottom of the slide out, you'll see your last sync date. Just simply tap that sync date to force a sync on your app. Now, sometimes when you import a recipe, the serving sizes might not import correctly. And if you need to edit the original serving sizes of the recipe, you can just do that by going into the edit recipe section of the recipe. And when you're in the edit recipe section, you'll be editing the original serving size of the recipe. So this updates that serving size to match what that original recipe makes. It doesn't update any of the ingredient amounts when you're doing this. So yeah, you'll see that we edited the serving size, but the ingredient amounts are the exact same. So now we're going to switch over to the website to show you a few extra features, as well as how to scale recipes on the website. You can do all the same actions on the Plan to Eat website as you can on the app, as well as a few more. Since the website was the original program, there are still a few features that we're working on adding to the app right now. So we want to show you that serving sizes again, but now on the website. So you'll just tap on the recipe to open it. You'll see that there are 2 different tabs here to differentiate between original size and scaled serving size. Once again, the original serving size will not update any of the ingredients, but if you scale a recipe, it will update the ingredients to match that scaled size of the recipe. One of the other features that we have on the website that's not on the app yet is adding custom tags to your recipes. So you'll open up that tag modal there, and you can add a new tag there at the top. You can add any tags that you want to meet your customization needs that you want for your recipe book. And then once you add those custom tags, you can click on the check boxes to add them to your recipes. And this just adds a further layer of organization to your recipes. And once you have those tags on your recipes, you can use them in the search bar on the side to help you search for the recipes that you're looking for. Also, we want to show you what the planner looks like on the website because it just is slightly different from the planner on the app. You can see the recipes that we already planned from the app, and those changes have synced in between our app and the website. But here on the website, all of your recipes are over on the left sidebar, and all you need to do is simply drag and drop them onto the meal planner in order to create your meal plan really quickly. Now, something that you can do on the website that you can't quite do yet on the app is to print. So here in the meal plan, you can print your meal plan from the print button that's over on the right-hand side. It's in the exact same spot on the shopping list. Over there on the right. And then if you want to print individual recipes, you can do that by going back to your Cook tab, opening a recipe, and you'll see a print button over on the right as well. You can use these print options on the mobile web as well. So if you don't actually have a computer that you like to print from and you like to print from your mobile device, you can log in at plantoeat.com from your preferred browser on your mobile device to do some printing there as well. So that is our basic overview of both the website and the app. And if you have any questions, once again, you can reference that FAQ document, or you can email us at help@plantoeat.com.
We hope you guys learned something today, and we're so excited that you're trying Plan to Eat. Have a great day.
Thank you.